play. Lord have mercy. I tell you, I just thought I had it going on this morning.
Oh, you got it going on. You got it going on, buddy.
Oh my gosh. All right. Are we live? Boy, I certainly hope so. Oh my goodness. How's it going, buddy?
It's good, man. How are you doing, my friend? I missed you.
Hey man, I miss you too, buddy. It's been a wild week, man. It's been a really busy 10 days at work.
It's been a journey. It's been a journey.
I needed this morning because it's been a wild week. We had at my job we had a new some of you may know I work at a university, and I work in the branding office for a particular college within that university, and we had a whole university-wide brand rollout this week. So a lot of branding changed for the whole university, and so it was a lot of scrambling, a lot of work to be doing. There we go. We are live. Good morning, Joshua.
Hey, Josh. How you doing, Joshua?
So yeah, it's been busy. I know you have a busy day as well because you're typically off on Saturdays. You're not off today, right?
No, I went to work on Thursday and I looked at the schedule. I work at a hospital and I was not on the work schedule, and I was like, where am I at today? What am I doing today? And they're like, well, you're off today. And I'm like, well, I'm 2 hours from home. I commute 2 hours there and back. So I'm like, I'm working today. You can put me off tomorrow. So I took off Friday and went to Collector Zone, which we'll talk about in a second. And then I worked.
You don't drive 2 hours and then tell somebody, oh, why are you here? Like, you're off today. No, I'm not.
They didn't tell us either. Like they didn't let us travelers know that the schedule had changed. They just posted it and assumed that we would see it. And I've been there for 2 months and nothing has changed. So I didn't even look at the schedule. So I was like, oh, okay. So I work today and tomorrow, and then I'm off Monday. So that's okay.
Oh, nice.
I'll make it work. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, cool. It's Saturday morning, so we're here with our bowls of cereal. Not really, just metaphorically. And our bowls of cereal. We eat toys for breakfast on Saturday mornings.
Yes, that's right. Oh, that's always fun. Yeah, that's a nightmare. We've got construction too in the hospital, which is a nightmare because it's going to take like 3 months to. So we're moving around, and it's a sterile environment. So there's like tents. It's like E.T., right. And when at the end of the movie where they're all in like PPG or PPE, and that's like my department. It's insane.
I think you may have some PGG on the mind. Yeah, some purple game.
Yeah, I always do.
In the design world, I talk about design. I use hospital construction as a design metaphor a lot because when I see something where people in design where people just keep tacking on stuff to an existing design, I say, okay, well, what you've started to do here is you've started to renovate the hospital. It's like hospitals, once they're built, you guys just keep adding more stuff. Like you just keep tacking more stuff on. And by the end of it, 30 years from now, you've now got to take one elevator to one floor, walk over a catwalk, take another elevator to another floor, right. Get off, go underground, go to a third building, take another elevator. And it's complete. Like you're in the weeds, like tear it down and start over. And let's start from scratch. And so I use hospital construction as a metaphor for a certain style of design, which Anyway, enough. You know what? No work talk. It's
Yeah,
Saturday morning. We're here to have
let's talk
fun.
some BS.
We've got a lot of stuff going on,
We
and
do.
so apparently, my kids don't know when the red light is on. That means Dad's recording. No, there's no red light. It's just like shh, get out of here, go.
My fiance
All right,
asked me
let's
that. She's
do.
like, "You need a live light." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good idea."
Yeah, construction and sterile are rarely friends.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess.
All right, so let's get into it. We're going to get right into it because we got a lot to go over today. So we're going to go straight into. You had a really fun event that you went to yesterday. Since you had the day
Yes.
off, you got to do something cool. Let's talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I was gonna do it on Saturday. It's called the Statue Con. I think it's the first annual. It's held by Collector's Zone, which is in St. Joseph, Michigan. Really beautiful town, right near Lake Michigan, which is basically their ocean. But it's cleaner with no sharks and no jellyfish. So
That's what I love. I'd rather have a
yeah.
lake than an ocean.
Yes. So the two guys, the blue shirt and the black shirt in the back, are Brad and Mike, and they have a show called Legion's Lair. Great guys. They're pillars of the Cabal community, and they had a street team of Four Horsemen products. So I went out there to support them and say hi. Yeah, that's Mike right there. And these guys have multiple figures named after them already. They're tribute figures. Great guys.
Wow.
Super nice. Yeah, that's Justin. I didn't catch his last name, Justin A. But I think he's a YouTuber also. But he was very enthusiastic. He had a lot of coffee. And so it's mostly like a store of statues and hot toys. And he's also the owner. Marcos is having the Mythics also come. That's Weta Workshop. They had a lot of Hobbit statues and stuff, which are really cool, and also Dark Crystal. So yeah, it was a good time. It was nice to see the boys at Legion's Lair, and also kind of browse around at stuff that I can never afford. These statues.
Oh man, look at these hot toys on those speeder bikes, dude. Those are incredible.
They had like a life-size Ben Affleck Batman, which I would have put in my car and taken home, but it was probably like $7,000. This thing was like, that Thanos was like 8 feet tall. So
wow, is this the hot toys or is this a statue?
It's a statue. Like, it's hard to show scale, but that was probably about 2.5 feet long.
Nice.
Yeah. That's on my Christmas wish list. Christopher Reeve statue. Yeah, I wanted to take all that stuff home. But yeah, I had a good time, and the town was beautiful. We went to eat in the area and looked at the water and went shopping and stuff. So we made a good day out of the day off. Oh, okay. So Josh lives near the Detroit area. So I'm working in Southfield, Josh. I don't know if you've ever heard of Southfield. Providence Ascension Hospital. So I got my first troll. That's one of my pickups here.
Yeah, look at that troll.
My first troll. Yeah.
So, holding a Mythic Legions. I'm just kidding.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, those trolls. So you got I'm sorry. I think
Brontus?
I think when I messaged you, I think I said that's the stone troll, but that's not. That's the fire troll, right? That's the
but he's the special one. He's a name, and he comes with a special weapon and all that stuff.
Very cool.
Southfield's okay, Josh. It's
look at that. Ooh,
yeah, we had
some
Chinese at this place called Chan's, which was really good. Yeah, there's the
Batman.
He had real eyes.
That's beautiful.
Like, his eyes were like looking at me. It was just a beautiful,
gorgeous.
It had to be probably $10,000. But these statues.
Yeah, and I wonder, is that a statue you can buy, or do you think he got that like as a promo, like from a studio like red carpet event or something?
He might have one for sale. I'm not sure. That was the little setup for Mythics. So the boys had their own stuff, and then the guy collector zone, he had his own, but it was like Poxus and some reinforcements maybe.
There we go. We're back to it.
Yeah, it was a good time. Met some people.
Very cool, man.
Fun.
Very cool. I'm glad you had a good time, man. That looks like a lot. Oh, so Josh says he lives in Canada. That's really cool. We have a Canadian listener. Did not know that. Near the Detroit area. Great Lakes.
I used to go to Windsor every once in a while, which is right outside of the Detroit. You cross the bridge from Detroit into a town called Windsor, and me and my fiance, we go shopping there sometimes. It's pretty fun. Fernando
look here.
was in the house.
Look. Oakhurst Studios. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And then Fernando. Hey,
Oakhurst
awesome
Studios.
Stream,
that's not Oakhurst in California, is it? Because there was an Oakhurst near where I used to live in California. I like the name though.
Yeah, I think we're friends. We follow each other on Instagram.
Okay.
So yeah, awesome. All right, well, let's get into it. We've got a lot of pickups today.
We got a lot of stuff.
Let's get to it. All right, man, I love that. Love that stuff. Let's see here. So you want to kick us off? What's some stuff you got?
Yeah. So oddly enough, this is one of the most common figures in a recent wave, but I didn't have him. This is a Xylernian guard. I picked this up
figure
from the boys at the show yesterday. But
he's one of those figures you can take that head off, and just about any head in Mythic Legions, you pop that head on that figure, and it just makes a completely new figure. Like, it just brings that figure is so, I think, versatile. Like, I have like one of my custom Balam heads that I made on one right now before I actually got Balam, and that it's gorgeous. Like, literally anything you throw on that body is it's perfect. That was probably my favorite knight before the Valiant Knight came out.
Well, actually, one of the main reasons I picked him up, a little preview, is that for my New to Mythic show, I wanted to do like what figures, maybe if you're new to the line, what figures are good pickups at a reasonable price. So that was one of the ones that I would pick for for that show, for that future show. He'll be one of the figures that I feature for that. So that's my
dude. Speaking of your show, New to Mythics, I know you just put out did you drop 2 episodes this week?
I did. Sorry, I'm reaching.
Okay. That's okay. So I haven't seen your newest one with the other guys, like with the 3 of you talking. I missed that one. I haven't seen that one yet, but I did just finish the one you did with Joe Gonzalez. Is that how you say his last name?
Yes, Gonzalez. Super good guy. Yeah, that guy is all over he's got
he's so many good stories.
Yeah, he's a great dude. I could have kept talking to him. But he's also.
I want to reach out to him and just tell him that I saw him on the show, and like I want to send him a friend request because he seems like such a good dude.
Yeah,
like
he was
100%.
You should. Yeah, he's a great guy. I didn't really know him very well, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, just from the Cabal. Yeah. My first pickup was during the 4th of July sale that Articulated Empire was running. I did pick up this guy. It's the Mafex Nightfall Batman. I'd been wanting it ever since I found out that you don't have to use these pointy.
Thank you. You are my brother. That was one of the reasons. I don't like that.
Yeah, you see, like down here in the back, he has a separate cape.
Yeah.
Well, that cape has a different plastic part that has these spiky bits off. A friend of mine, Scott, locally got this in hand, and he was like, "Dude, you can change that collar out." And I'm like, "What?" Because I don't. Okay. So if you know me, you know 2 things. One, I don't like the spiky bits on the cape. That's not me, and I hate long ears on Batman. For me, Batman is short ears only, and that classic blue and gray Batman is my favorite. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah,
I have a Batman tattoo. I don't know. How do you do that? That's. Oh, what time is it?
Let me see, the beach is open.
So yeah, that was. Yeah, exactly. So that was my first pickup, and I think I ordered that thing on Friday, like on Friday of last week, and it was here on Monday. Like,
where did you get it
from? Empire. Articulated
Our
Empire.
friends at Articulated Empire.
Yeah, I was gonna load up the video clip before the show. I cut a little promo for them because they are going to be a sponsor of the channel for some videos, and I'm gonna get into some stuff that they've already sent me. It's in my
great company.
So what else you got?
They ship lightning quick, so I recommend.
And well packaged.
My next one is I'm on a goblin kick, so I picked up Thump. And my buddy Fernando is also competing against me for most goblins. So
nice.
Yeah, I got Thump, and I also got Thwick, but I opened Thwick already, and have them on my shelf over there. So yeah, I got Thump from a Cabal member at a good price. So thank you to Dex. I appreciate you, sir.
Are you a member of the Malignancy?
I am.
Yeah, very cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Let's see. I popped in my local Target yesterday because I am looking for. I have them on pre-order, but I'm looking for Jinx and Doc from Classified series. I have them on pre-order. They should be here anytime, but I know they're showing up in stores. Oh, look at that! She looks gorgeous. I love Jinx when I was a kid.
Me too.
Oh man. I like that she comes with that unmasked head, but I'll never use it because to me, Jinx just has to have the mask on. She just has to.
It's nice they gave you the option.
Oh, very cool. Josh said his
nice. I love Shockwave.
Inspired. Nice, absolutely. So I was in my local Target looking for those two, but I didn't find them. Still haven't found them. But I did come across this guy who I did have pre-ordered, and now I got to cancel my pre-order. And it is the Marvel Legends Deadpool.
Nice.
This is a re-release of one that they've had before. It's nothing new. He does come with pistols, which are kind of hidden in his holsters. They're not down in the package. But I definitely wanted one of these guys for the new movie that's coming out on the 26th. I don't have
Dude, it's like 2 weeks, dude.
Yeah, it's very soon. Very soon. Yeah.
And that's all we have
I'll
to
probably
look forward
save
to.
that. Yeah, right?
It's only movie. Only Marvel movie, I think, isn't it?
Dude, did you see the trailer drop yesterday for Captain America and Brave New World?
I did. We need like a movie and TV show episode because we got to talk about
make a whole nother show.
We got to talk about Marvel movies. We got to talk about Acolyte.
Yeah.
It looks like
I'm not going to spend too much time on Brave New World other than to say the tone of the trailer made me feel like the Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier.
Right, yeah.
I know it's not the same guys. Yeah, but I'm here for that because that's my favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah, it looked good. The trailer looked good. I know it's got a turbulent, they've been doing reshoots and stuff, but it looks good.
Yeah, that's normal. That stuff doesn't bother me. So all right, what else you got, buddy?
Jinx, I'm going to show her again.
Rubbing it in, just twisting that knife.
A little bit. But what's cool is that she's got the blindfold too that you can put over that unmasked head. So I might have that I might do that instead of the masked head. So
where did you get her from?
Hasbro Pulse.
Oh, okay. So that's how. Oakhurst Studio says I picked up OSHA from the Acolyte Wave. Yeah. I just got a notification from Big Bad Toy Store that said Jackie and Saul will be in very soon, like within the next 10 days. Jackie. So man. There were some really good characters in that show.
And I really like Saul too. I like that guy.
Saul's probably one of my new favorite Jedi, like in my Jedi heroes that I hold dear. He's such a good character, and I love.
He's
that
vulnerable.
He's really
he's got emotions. He's vulnerable. He's not a robot. He's good.
Yeah.
Is it your turn or my turn? It's your turn again. Go ahead.
My turn. So one of the things that Articulated Empire sent me for review was they said we're going to send you like a little care package of some stuff. They threw some AWOC stuff in there. They threw some Savage Crucible stuff in there, but they sent me this and I don't have any of this line at all, but they sent me the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Feralist Stalker and the Feralist Loot Crate, which I think is his armor.
I have that.
So they sent me this. So I was like, that's really dope. Oh, okay. Is that the armor set?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the armor
set. Is that the same guy or a different guy? It's hard to tell.
My guy is
Oh
brown.
no.
My guy's
okay. This guy's like a jackal or something. Your guy's like a What is he like a?
Yeah, it's two different.
I kind of like that one.
I don't know.
I don't think I have that one.
So they sent me the Feralist and the Feralist armor, which I really appreciate. I super appreciate that. Oh yeah, and I was going to get to that.
I'm sorry.
So no, I was definitely going to get to that because after they okay, so here's a weird thing that happened. So when I was at Joe Fest like 2 weekends ago, I picked up this set right here. I think I showed it off a week ago or so because I picked this setup because I was like, this would work with Mythics. It'll work, except for the gun. This will work with Mythics and this will work with Savage Crucible. So I picked this up from the Sparrow table, not even having any AWOC figures like at all. I just picked up this weapons pack, and they give me a free hammer because they said what was going on with this was the hammer that was designed for one of the apes. But I think they said something like the factory made it a little too brittle, and so when you tried to put it in the ape hands, it would break if you
I didn't know that
too much. And so the Sparrow guys were just giving so they had them all replaced that were put in the actual packages for the ape, and they said so we had all of these extra hammers, so we just give them away. They give them away at shows. They throw them in packages when you buy from Sparrow. So I sent you mine that I got from the show in that little package of stuff that I sent you from Joe Fest. But since I knew that Articulated Empire was sending me some stuff, I was like, Sparrow was having like a 4th of July sale. And so I picked up this guy because I went through the whole wave of figures, and this guy really stood out to me. This guy's name is Lexion.
I love the orange.
Oh, the orange and brown is what struck me. Yeah, that's what struck me. I was like, this guy looks great. So I made a purchase from Sparrow Toys directly. I got this guy, and I got this heads pack because that head right there goes on Lexion. It will fit, and so I wanted a bonus head for him. They threw in an extra hammer, so now I have one of everything. I've got 2 different figures. So I've got a named figure and a like army builder. I've got a heads pack, a weapons pack, and a
You're loaded,
pack.
dude.
So
you're loaded.
I feel like I have like one of all of their offerings, and I'm really excited. And that's why we're going to be opening together for our unboxing. We're going to be doing Lexion today, and then that's going to go into our double down because we're going to talk about some pre-orders that we have that we're super excited about from like non-mainstream companies. So that's kind of like the flow of our show today. So that's really all of my pickups. What else you got?
I'll be quick. I'm trying to get my friend Fernando into AWOC. I'm not trying to convert him, but it's a fun line, and they're just nice to have. They articulate really well. So Fernando, you need to pick up some of these AWOCs. I also took part of the 4th of July Sparrow. They're having a dented box sale, so I got a dented box head pack. So the stuff was cheaper, so I picked this up.
Yeah.
And then I got.
They had a couple of Lexions that were dented, but I didn't catch them quick enough, and they sold out.
I got this behemoth.
Look at that.
Yeah. So he was probably like $6 or $7 off. So I picked him up, and he like.
Hey, there's the hammer.
Yeah, there's the hammer.
That's the figure with the hammer that they had to redo. That's it.
Yeah. So if it breaks, I've got it. I got a backup. But yeah, this figure in hand, and he's got an extra head there. He's got a head down there.
Nice.
But this thing weighs probably about 2 or 3 pounds. It's crazy. So I got that guy.
Cost an intruder with that.
Exactly.
In your house, you could.
I got a really good deal on this guy. I didn't have any grays from Cosmic Legion.
We talked about that recently.
Yeah, so I picked him up for a really good price yesterday.
I like him.
And then
you have to be careful with his hands, but
yes, the wrist. And then here's my big daddy right here, Brontis the Troll. So this is I think it's a fire troll.
Right, yeah.
But this one is named, and he comes with a special weapon, which is a troll skull.
Can't you pop that off of the weapon and put it on his head?
I don't know. I'll have to let you know. But he did come with extra heads too, which I don't see anywhere.
Right, because that was like a factory mess up where they didn't include them in the package, and then
yes,
the Four Horsemen sent them
yes,
out.
and he's got like a chain that you. It's
nice.
I was like, okay, I'll take it. It was awesome and a good deal, and it helped the boys out. So I was happy about that.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, that's
on the 20th, like your statue con on the 20th, Randall and I will be driving up to Stone Mountain, Georgia for a Big Dubs Southeastern Cabal meetup, and it's going to be at the Charlie's Toys and Collectibles toy show. We're going to be there. Ginger Kid Collectibles is going to be there. He's going to be spearheading the street team, and they're going to be set up selling a bunch of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's Ginger Kid Collectibles is going to be doing a thing where they're going to have a pop and swap, basically a Build-A-Figure. So you pay $40 and you get to sit down at a table with all of these figures that they've already taken apart, and you get to basically build your own Mythics figure and for $40 and come home with it. So it's kind of like when you go to Lego store and you build your own little minifigure, or you build a droid at Disney parks.
That's a good idea.
So I think that's a pretty fun $40. I'm going to be looking to pick up, let's see. I'm going to, since that's a Mythics, so I think I'm going to pick up Tharnog, which is the last figure I need from Poxus. And that's all that I'm really looking to pick up.
Nice
and then in August, not too much later, you and I are going to meet up at IshCon. And since that's more of a cosmic show, I'm going to buy Altar Cyclovis if I don't get him in the mystery box. So for our viewers out there, Greg and I have bought the Empire Toy Shop had a mystery box sale going on. $40, and you may get an old figure or you may get a new figure. So Greg got his yesterday. Mine's out for delivery. We hope that we could have done the unboxings today, but we will do them next week.
We're gonna save it for you guys.
Yeah,
save it for the show.
Oh, let's see. Joshua said I'm still waiting for that next wave of Joes to come in stock and ship for me. That's same here. I got Torch and Naugahyde on the way from Big Bad Toy Store. They've already shipped those, but yeah, Jinx and Doc I'm still waiting on. And then he says, oh, Hasbro Pulse updated and you need to reset your password payment information. That's absolutely true. I had to do that last night. They had an update to their app, and I was last night I was scrolling through and I was looking for Hasbro, like a 2-pack Marvel Legends, the patch and
I
patch
want
and
that
Hulk.
set. I want that set.
I do too. I wish it wasn't $60, but yeah, I think that's going to be something that I get. But yeah, I had to update all that stuff before I could even search their site.
Hasbro Pulse is weird though, because they ship in increments, I think. So they'll break up, so they'll get a batch and then they'll ship it to. So sometimes you get something early, and sometimes you get stuff late. I'm still waiting on my Wolverine. I think it's 80th anniversary Wolverine. They're real nice with the head sculpt, the blue and the yellow. And a lot of people have
lots of people are getting those in.
I do not have him yet. I've got no shipping.
So I never understood, because sometimes I will pre-order a wave of Joes from Hasbro Pulse. Sometimes I'll pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store. Sometimes Hasbro sends them to me first. Sometimes Big Bad Toy Store sends them to me first. I didn't know how that worked, but from what I understand, because I watch a couple of live streams from different toy companies and how they get their stuff shipped from China, where all this stuff is manufactured. And it turns out Big Bad Toy Store has their own shipping out of China. And so I always assumed that all of the Hasbro stuff would ship from China to Hasbro. Hasbro would then ship out to their people and then ship out to their retailers. That's not the case. Big Bad Toy Store seemingly has their own way of shipping stuff directly from China. So sometimes, depending on what boat it's on and which one gets to the Panama Canal first, I guess, or not. I don't know if they go through the Panama Canal. What am I talking about?
It sounded good. It sounded good.
It sounded good in my head. I was like, I'll just say this. But it probably doesn't go through that. Yeah. But yeah, so I think however it comes in, sometimes Big Bad Toy Store may get theirs first and send it out. So yeah, it's kind of weird. But let's get on with it, because we're at the 30-minute mark and we're on a time frame today. So we're just going to go straight to the unboxings. That was all your pickups, right? You got everything?
Yeah.
So yeah, today we're going to be opening the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Lexion. Man, like this is a really cool. It says Lexion's a ruthless mercenary who betrayed his people and countless others in the hunt for profit and glory. There's a little cross sell on the back here with some different characters.
My kind of scum.
Look at that. I just watched the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes the other night with my wife. It's fantastic.
Really?
And now I need some gorilla action figures in my life.
You know what else was what else was fantastic that I was not expecting for it to be fantastic was Quiet Place Day One.
Ooh. Yeah, I want to see that for sure. I love the Quiet Place
One was phenomenal, dude. It was way better than it had any right to be. The hands come in a little baggy.
Yep, I was just gonna say, just got a little baggy with
orange baggy.
Yep, it matches the orange of the box.
And I think I like that they have guns. You know, like I know Mythic is
they mix it up,
like, not about guns or blunderbusses or anything like that. No gunpowder. So it's kind of cool to see this line say, no, let's have some guns. So I think it's cool.
Yeah. And I don't know, I haven't read the comics, so I don't know the story here. There is a comic book series that accompanies these figures, so I don't know if we're way in the past or way in the future. I don't know.
I know this guy stands well. Right out of the box, he's standing.
Right. I am super excited because this is the very first time I'm ever even touching one of these figures.
I think it's so strange, and I don't mean to bust your balls, but I thought it was so strange that you got a weapons pack and no figure. I'm like, dude, the figures you can buy a cheap one for like $20. Buy a figure.
You can. They have lots of.
I just thought
because I think that weapons pack was $15.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing was this was not a line I was going to get into. This was, and that's very odd to me because number one, I love things that are cartoony. I draw, like my comic books are very cartoony, and I love comic book art, like cartoony art in general. And so, yeah, but these figures have just never kind of like hit that spot for me. But I was looking through their complete offerings, and I saw this guy, and I was like, well, that armor is great. And I was like, he actually looks really cool. And then
he does.
Dude, this is a super well-made figure. I'm gonna do a full review, of course, for the ones that Articulated Empire sent me. So expect a full review to come up. But yeah, look at this guy. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I agree, Josh. I enjoy lore, but it's not something I live by. It's like I don't have to
armor
follow
is
it.
Great.
I like that the armor it's soft. It's like soft plastic. There's nothing I hate more than when the plastic restricts articulation, and it does not do that. So.
And every bit of this armor is removable except for this sculpted part of his chest. So the brown part that's on his chest is sculpted, but this shoulder pauldron is removable. This is removable. Each one of these no, I take it back. This piece right here is sculpted on. This part's removable. The gauntlets are removable. Your lower I don't know, what are those called? Like greaves or whatever on the lower,
like shin guards or.
Yeah, that's removable. So yeah, like you literally can. Is this removable? I don't want to say.
And I like that the stuff it stays on. You know, I hate when you got like armor pieces and they fall off or they don't sit right on the figure. The figure almost has to stay static for the armor to look good. But I'm articulating this whole figure, and the armor is looking good no matter what position.
Right, because you get to move it around. Yeah. So these gripping hands that come on him in the package are vertical hinges, and then the other hands here we have 2 fists, and those are on horizontal hinges. So that looks really cool. And then we have 2 open hands that are on horizontal hinges. I think you were showing off all the weapons. I love this little bladed knife that he comes with. That's really cool. That looks menacing.
He's got a
Yeah, he comes with this
serious
blaster that almost looks like
shotgun here.
almost like a shoddy, but I love that it has like the leather wraps around it. That looks really
Yeah.
dope. And then I think
This
you
is
were also
cool,
showing
man.
off the crossbow as well.
I'm digging this figure.
Yeah. Now I want to pose this guy and see what kind of crazy poses we get this guy in.
Yeah, I kind of slowly. I think I've told this story already. I had a friend that let me play with his figure, and I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. It's not really for me, but it's pretty cool. And then I was like, it's $20 for the basic Onyx figure, and I picked it up and played with it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm down. So I've been slowly, reluctantly buying a figure here and there, and now I'm spending $30, $40, $50 on these, but they're just so good. The articulation, they move smooth right out of the box. There's no heating up.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They do.
Look at this pose.
Oh yeah. They do suggest warming up, but it's not necessary right now.
Got double jointed knees.
That nice pose. You got the D Amazing pose going on there.
Oh, D Amazing, he's the best. He's going to be at IshCon, and
is he?
I want to. Yeah, I would like to meet him. Apparently, he was at Legions Con with us last year.
I think he was at PowerCon too.
Never ran.
Thought he was at PowerCon last year.
I never saw him. I never ran into him. But honestly, I don't think last year at Legions Con I knew what his face looked like. Now I do.
I was just saying that. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was talking to Brad and Mike yesterday, the Legions Lair guys, about Legions Con, and I was like, I was a newbie last year, and there was some people I recognized, but there was a lot of folks I didn't. So this year will be different. We've made a lot of friends over the year that we have, since we've been there, and so it's gonna be a gala celebration. And
yeah, like Big Dub. I remember seeing him around last year at Legions Con a lot, but I had no idea who he was. Like, I didn't know the name, I didn't know the face. I just saw that guy around, and so yeah, that was pretty cool. To where like now I want to like sit down and chat with him, which I'll be able to. Next,
I met him at PowerCon. We shared an elevator, and he was looking at my bag of stuff, and he's like, oh, you got some new cosmics there. I'm like, yes I do.
Now this head does not come in the Lexion package. This is from the heads pack, which is why I bought it, because it fits this figure. But I want to show you this bonus head that I got.
I like that one. I might have to pick that up.
I'm reaching.
So it's like a little jaguar head versus like a jackal head. So there's the difference in the head sculpt.
Yeah, I think I like that. I might have to pick that head sculpt up. This one's cool, but I think I like the jaguar head a little bit better.
Here's the other two heads that come in that pack. So the same head that we just got on Lexion, but he comes in brown, and then this, which I don't know. Sorry, I'm having a hard time doing this backwards. Oh, get it together.
I know, I do that too. I'm like, look.
Yeah.
Everything's
check
backwards.
this out, guys. Isn't this
awesome?
Look how great this is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that in my reviews because my camera is offset on the back of my phone, and so sometimes I'm like doing this because I'm trying to see over my phone, and I'm like, can you guys look how this really connects and moves? And I'm like, crap, I just completely did that off camera. I'm so sorry, guys. My bad.
But
okay, I am very impressed. I am very impressed. I am now definitely looking forward to getting some.
They're just fun, dude. They're just fun figures. They're not fragile. You could buy this for a 10-year-old, and he would have a blast with this figure. And it's
absolutely
also fun for adult
or a 48-year-old.
Yes, exactly. They're a lot of fun. That's why I've just slowly been picking them up. It's like, let's see what AWOC's got, and I'll check Sparrow, or I'll check Articulated Empire, and pick up a figure here and there. Fun line. Very fun. This
is a dope wave. I am very much.
I'm glad.
This is fun.
Glad you're liking it.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying a couple of shows ago that you kept one of these guys close at hand, and you would always like pick it up and mess
Yes.
around with it.
Yeah, I've got
Um,
a couple. This guy was my first right here. This is Onyx. And he just came like with a basic um no armor, nothing. It's like $20.
like an army builder.
Yeah, and then I bought like an armor pack. And I just like the colors. So but yeah, this is still my favorite. He was like $21. And I bought a couple of them.
Yeah.
I send them to friends sometimes. I was gonna send you one, but do you have this one coming?
No. I later in the show you're gonna see what I have. If I have some
Oh,
more
sorry.
AWOCs
Yes,
coming.
okay. Teaser.
Joshua, this show feels like hanging out and talking toys with my cousins. That's exactly what we wanted this show to be. Because Greg and I were kind of doing this already. We would be like through chat or text message, we would just be like, dude, have you seen this figure? Like, pick it up, play with it. Like, we would send each other a pic. Have you seen this? Are you going to pre-order this? And so it was like a constant thing. And I was like, dude, we just need to turn the camera on and just
we've been
record us
talking
doing
about
this
it for a while. We've been talking about it, so it's nice to do it with new friends, you know.
Absolutely, and we're glad you're here, Joshua. Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate you.
We really do appreciate it. Yeah, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. I love this. I love this guy. Oh, they do have a little peg. I was wondering, they do have a little peg in the back for backpacks. I don't know if any figure has actually come with any backpacks yet.
I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of.
And now, because of Savage Crucible, I'm always looking at belts to see if there's any like holes or places to clip, because Savage Crucible is all about like adding little things to like clip onto their belts and stuff. I love that figure you got. Did you that Onyx? Did it come with that soft goods, or you added?
No. This was by Joseph Connors. He's a prominent cabal. He does capes and soft goods for people in the community. But I bought a few. I bought a red one, a green one, and like a beige one. But I was like, I'll give him some soft goods.
Very cool.
How he looks.
He looks good with it. He looks good. Yeah, I would like to see like what some soft goods look like. Oh man, I just had an idea. Like, we need to hit up our buddy Sean.
Yes.
From
Sean from
is it
Action Figure Armory?
Plastics?
Yeah,
Action Figure Armory on for some soft goods.
I haven't bought anything from him in a while.
This guy could definitely use like an orange soft good, like wire loincloth or something. That would be pretty dope. Very cool. All right, so I am impressed. So we're moving right along here. And we're going to get back to we are going to talk about some upcoming releases. So let's get into the double down. All right, let me get back to the comments, and I got to. Yeah, we're going to start with you.
Okay.
And let's see here. Let me. I'm going to share my screen.
So
so basically,
go
ahead and talk about it. So what we had decided to do is, we wanted to talk about, since we were getting into some AWOCs and we were, I was finally getting into them and getting some in hand. We wanted to talk about some figures that we are looking forward to picking up, some pre-orders that we have that are maybe from your lesser known, non really mainstream toy companies. Just some pre-orders that we've got on file that we're looking forward to. And I figured we would start with you. You want to talk through some of these that you've got pre-ordered?
Yeah, I'm really excited for Fresh Monkey Fiction. I know they've been around for maybe a couple of years, but they haven't really released a lot. So I know they're slowly trickling out some figures. They do have these 4-inch, I think it's 4-inch plus, a little bit taller than 4-inch. I think 1/18 scale figures, and they're reminiscent of Eagle Force from when I was a kid. The Eagle Force from when I was a kid were probably smaller. die cast figures. But these, I bought a few recently. Where'd they go? I had them here. And I'm really liking.
Yeah, I remember you talking about this Fireball figure recently.
Yeah, I'm really liking their all the accessories, and the head sculpt are really well done. So 4 inches kind of not really my cup of tea, but they've impressed me with what they can do with that 4 inches. Insert sexual jokes if you want, but it's a really impressive. And so Fresh Monkey Fiction is also doing another line, which is the Monster Force, which is the next slide, I think. Yeah, Monster Force, and I'm loving their stuff, dude. Crimson Moon is kind of an offshoot, I guess. So there's Monster Force, and then there's Order of the Crimson Moon, and I have not seen or played with any of their stuff, except for the figures that you picked up for me at what show was that? The one in Georgia?
Joe Fest. Yeah.
Joe Fest. And
they had the first offerings there of the blue. What was his name? Hidden Omen or something like that.
Yeah, the Pharaoh. Yeah, but check out Mark's reviews on Saturday Morning Toy Collector of the figures. They feel just like Joe's. I don't have them in hand, but they move. They're solid. They move just like Joe's. So it was a nice preview of some nicer figures that are coming. So I'm really excited for what's to come.
This Halloween boy looks fun.
Yeah, I love the orange. He's got some weird neck things. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't know.
They almost look like ears or something.
Yeah,
yeah,
I just thought it was cool.
He's dope.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for more Eagle Force, and I'm also really excited for the Monster Force and the Order of Crimson Moon. So those are some of the ones I'm really excited about.
Absolutely.
How about you?
Let's see. Next up, you've got.
Oh yes. So Loose Collector is. I started collecting their stuff about 2 years ago. They did like a Vampirella, Lady Death, Purgatory, a lot of female kind of buxom, nice looking female figures, and then they started getting some other brands which I'm really loving. They had a 2-pack of Rocketeer and Betty Page, and I have the Rocketeer and Betty Page 2-pack from Loose Collector, and it's just like a Joe. I do too. It's just like a Joe. It moves. It's really nice looking, articulated figure. And he comes with a lot of.
So is this release with the Bulldog the same as this release?
It's the same figure. Yeah, it's the same figure.
Okay.
The 2-pack was a little pricey, so I think they are giving you a chance to get the Rocketeer maybe without the Betty Page. But the Betty Page,
I may pick this one up because I love English Bulldogs. We have our second one now, and we just love them.
Yeah, but
she looks great.
Loose Collector is a really nice. They've got a Grendel figure coming from the comic book Grendel. So they've got some really nice figures that are coming, and I'm excited. I pre-ordered all of them, so yeah, they're
cool. I think you have a couple more on here from them as well, right? Because you have let's see here,
the wolf, there you go. Yeah, the crypt, the great wolves. I know the what's the Veteran Williams figure, the wolf. I see him over here, and I can't think of the company that made him. Was a great werewolf figure.
It Fury Toys, I think.
Yes. So this is Loose Collector, and hey, what's up, Rolando? This is Loose Collector's version of the werewolf, and he towers over the Veteran Williams.
Right.
He's a big boy.
Absolutely.
So, and their articulation is. I got the black version, but they released all four different colors right off the bat, and those should be shipping really soon. But it's a
very cool,
beautiful looking figure. Yeah, so I'm excited. Loose Collector. Yes, this is I I can't wait for this figure. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
I just saw a review on this. It's so beautiful. This figure is amazing.
Yes, yes. So let's get into.
They're a little pricey though. Like I would love to pick her up, but she's like $70, like for a single
pre-ordered
figure.
Too, so I'm gonna be hurting. Yeah, I'm
money bags over here.
No. I'm just irresponsible.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always say.
Yeah,
exactly. So my first up, I know she's on your list as well, but I'm very much looking forward to this. I am looking forward to the Frazetta Girls. Tigra is looking incredible. Just everything about her looks great, and the fact that we get that big cat to go along with her is pretty fantastic. So I'm very excited for her.
She should ship pretty soon
next
too,
up,
shouldn't she?
Yeah, she's coming pretty soon. Next up is the next wave of I believe this is the Ox Crew. So this is the next wave of Cosmic Legions. I'm very excited. These are the only ones that I have pre-ordered.
Great figures.
I have Kern Ray right here is my favorite. The one that looks like he's got like a Star Wars probe droid on his head. He looks fantastic. This Ukha just looks so weird and like so Star Warsy that I know, right? Thank you. And then this Thraxian Scout. Apparently, the Ox Crew has crash landed on Thraxus or Thraxion. Thraxon is the name of this planet, and this must be one of the indigenous people there, locals to the planet. He looks really cool. And then I am so glad that they're getting into scene building. This campsite communication set is beautiful. I think I'm going to get a couple of those and like repaint them so I have like different versions, but I want more of that. I want it in Mythic Legions as well. Give me a table with beer and like food or a anvil and hammer and tools. I'm here for it, guys. So I'm really excited about those pre-orders coming up soon. Next up, probably the biggest name out here is probably Mezco in my group. I'm really excited for this release. A lot of people are getting this figure in hand. I don't really have the first one.
Yeah, I want that. I have the first one.
Yeah, he looks so good. Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah, I don't have the first one. I wish I did. He looks great. I'm gonna try to track it down, but I'll probably end up paying a pretty penny for it. But I'm gonna track down that first release. But yeah, I definitely want this one as well.
Did you pre-order that one?
Yeah, this is pre-ordered. All of these are from pre-orders I have currently on Big Bad Toy Store. I already have the Prune Face release.
I want that
Prune Face. This is the Mezco. Oh, he is so good.
Yeah,
he's incredible. He has probably one of the best stitched 6-scale suits I've ever. It's hard to say that. That I've ever seen on a figure. I love Dick Tracy. He's such a
I do too, man. I do too.
Hero. I heard this set was going to start charging soon, so I'm excited. My wallet is not, but I'm excited for this 2-pack. Currently, this is the only way you can get Dick Tracy is in this 2-pack. I kind of wish they hadn't have done that, but it is what it
you never know. They might do something different, maybe, hopefully,
like a different version down the road. Maybe, yeah, I could see that for sure. So I'm excited for this release because they're just incredible.
I'm on the wait list.
I do have. Look at this. I've got some AWOC stuff. This is from their newest wave that just went up for pre-order this week. I saw this Raven in person at Joe Fest, and that is really what drew me to the table. I was walking by, and I was like, yeah, I'm not interested in that. And then I saw that Raven, and I just beelined for the table, and I was like, that thing looks incredible.
Yeah.
While I was there, that's when I saw the weapons pack, and I was like, I'm going to buy this weapons pack. But it was that Raven that drew me to the table. And I love these. I don't know, like, I don't know what they call them, but like these, I'm going to use a Mythic Legion's term here, the brute scale, like this. So I know the first wave of figures had figures that were like this size and then the size of that giant ape that you have. But now it looks like they're making figures that are a little bit larger and bulkier in this size. And they're also making smaller female figures for this wave as well. So this wave has
I've got a
new
few
sizes.
pre-ordered. Yeah.
So these are the 4 that I chose to pre-order, this weapons pack, and then this lion, this gorilla, and this Raven. And so, yeah, we're back. So that is those are my pre-orders that I have coming up that I am excited about.
We have so much
up,
more than that, but those are just a few.
Oh my God, I've got a ton, but that's the ones
thin.
that
we're spread thin. Over,
yeah, exactly.
All kinds of toy lines.
Let's get back to some comments real quick. Yeah, Rolando says hello. Fernando says, I need that wolf. I think he's referring to your loose collector's wolf. Absolutely. And then Fernando says, these figures look amazing. My wallet is scared. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you need to check out that line, Fernando. They're just a lot of fun. Yeah, I recommend the AWOC.
Yeah, the loose collector. And Fernando, what when you said that your these figures look amazing, what are you talking about?
Oh, he's probably talking AWOC. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm really happy with this guy. I'll probably take him with me today in the car because I've got some waiting to do.
There you go.
Yeah, there's nothing sexier than a grown 48-year-old man playing with an action figure waiting for his daughter to finish gym class.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing better. Oh yeah, he's talking about the Animal Kingdom nuts. Absolutely. Yeah. But hey, well, since that's what you're talking about, don't be too afraid. I don't think your wallet needs to be too scared. Those figures are really affordable.
They're not bad.
Now, of course,
if
you jump in and you bought like 40 of them, then yeah, you probably would be hurting. But yeah, you can get some good prices. They're not all that expensive.
I think their average
you remember
is
how much
$30. About 34. I
think he was like 34. Let me
Yeah.
double check. Let me hit the website real quick.
And you could get them at Articulated.
Sparrow.
You can get them at Big Bad Toy Store. You can get them at Sparrow. SPERO Toys is the manufacturer, I think, the company.
Yeah, $34.99 directly from Sparrow, and then like if you were to hit up like I'm gonna look at two different places. Big Bad Toy Store, they're a little more expensive on Big Bad Toy Store. They're like $37. But let's check out Articulated Empire.
Still cheaper than a Mythic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I prefer Mythic every day, but these are a fun alternative, you know.
Oh, so definitely if you're wanting to, get those same prices as like from Sparrow, I would definitely check out our articulatedempire.com because they are $34.99 on there as well. And so and then like their army builders that like that Onyx that that Greg was just showing off, $21.99 for those guys. Definitely. So you're looking at like $22 for an army builder and then $35 for like named characters. So it's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
You pick up an army builder.
Fernando says, I'll order one soon.
$20 for the army builder, and then you get an armor pack is
I feel this so hard right here. Shelf space is a premium in my display, so I have to keep my lines and I collect to a minimum. Absolutely. 100%. I am very hard to like get into a new line. I just it's in front of you.
Right. Thank you.
Look at that.
So they're about the same height.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And about the same size.
Yeah, I happen to have a dwarf, a Mythic Legion's dwarf right here. So I can show you that's a dwarf scale next to Animal Kingdom. Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all so very much for joining us today and commenting. I really appreciate it. You guys are always amazing. We absolutely love it when you guys
thank you guys
like hang out with us.
We appreciate
absolutely.
That. Every Saturday we're here.
We're gonna always try to do it. Now I will say on the 20th, July 20th, that'll have to be a pre-recorded show because me and my buddy Randall are heading up to the Big Dubs Cabal meetup that we just talked about at Charlie's Toys and Collectibles and Stone Mountain. So that will have to be a pre-recorded show on the 20th. But other than that, we're going to try to always make sure that we're live because talking with you guys is the best part of this. So any closing thoughts? Check out New to Mythics, Greg's channel on YouTube. Just search up New to Mythics.
Yeah. Check out my channel. And I had a great
you guys
time.
already know. Yeah, me too, buddy. Every Saturday, it's always great. I always look forward to grabbing my cereal and plopping down in front of the TV here
Absolutely.
and spending Saturday morning playing with my toys. So thank you guys for
Absolutely.
joining us. Thanks for watching, and remember, Greg and I, we'll see you in the toy house.